African Americans are 13.6% of the population, but only 0.5% of the Forbes 400. Instead of listening to the wealthiest and most outspoken black man in the media about the issues he has with potentially racist and stultifying Jews in the industry, which is what going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people translates to in Ebonics, he is completely excoriated.
Man, welcome back to another episode of the Ruling Class Podcast. And of course, I'm your host, DD, back up in this witch. What another video. You ain't a man till you stop chasing your friends, my brother. Think for yourself. Make your own plans, my brother. I'd be lying if I said I ain't understand, my brother. Cause who you gonna follow when the leaders all get swallowed by reefer clouds and bottles sending out to county jail? This is hell, see the young black males in packed cells with their heads down and they fish clenched tight, thinking I could bust a hole through this wall, and bro, I just might. It's just like the caged bird, I sing a song. Hoping they open up these bars and send a brother home. I cry when I'm alone. I'm wondering why would God send me here? Knowing that they hate us, knowing that they make us feel like we evil, so we kill our people. Without a second thought, and every lesson taught by OGs be full of real brother wisdom, so we proceed. Like real brothers who've been stripped of our humanity. I see the judge's eyes. I know that he ain't understanding me. A caged bird. For those of you out there who wondering why I just did that route, for those of you who got it, it was for you. For those of you who didn't get it, it just wasn't for you. Spoiler alert, I'm going to drop a video later today called Rich White People Exposing the Secret of Selling to the Negro. And this is going to be one of the best videos I've ever dropped on this channel. I'm just letting you know now. So please stay tuned if you're ready to look into that. But anyways, something I mentioned in that video is the importance of individuality. Why do I talk about that? Why am I saying that? Because individuality is important. When you tend to overemphasize the importance of being a part of a group based on superficial factors like race, like gender, like ethnicity, like age group, like sexuality, not that those things aren't important because they are, but when you tend to overemphasize, what happens is you kind of lose yourself and you participate in this thing called groupthink. You don't think for yourself. Why am I talking about this? I talk about this because I've been telling y'all everybody's different. Everybody don't always think the same just because they're a part of a group. And it seems like people don't tend to get that. So when I talk about Kyrie Irving thinking for himself, people are attacking this guy because he wants to think differently. It seems like everybody in the mainstream media thinks the same and everybody's against Kyrie Irving. I think not. I think they're doing this thing called groupthink, right? They're conforming to the pressures of what other people are telling them to think instead of thinking for themselves, right? And that's very important, right? So I got a video I want y'all to watch, and I'm not even going to react to it. I just want y'all to just watch the video of this Jewish man who, he went in. He didn't just talk about the term anti-Semitic and kind of like raise the light on or shine the light on the fact that everybody don't believe anti-Semitic to be the same thing. And even those who think it's the same thing, they may not find what a person said or did to be anti-Semitic, but the next person might, right? But if you hop in my comment section of my last 3 or 4 videos, you would think otherwise, because I don't think it's a coincidence that mostly white people tend to go against Kyrie and mostly black people tend to agree with Kyrie. I don't think that's a coincidence, even though that changes here and there. But for the most part, generally speaking, that's what I'm saying. Is that a coincidence? You know what I mean? Are y'all mad at Kyrie because of what he posted or it being anti-Semitic, or are you mad at Kyrie Irving because he didn't get the vaccine? Or do we not want to talk about that? Are you mad at Kyrie Irving because of what he posted, or are you mad at Kyrie Irving because he's hinting at the fact that black people are the original people, which a lot of people believe that, right? So where you stand on the spectrum, I want you to watch this video. And I just want you to hop in the comment section and I'm going to let y'all have at it. Let's see what he's talking about.
Hopefully this is my last statement on Kanye and anti-Semitism, but I feel like it won't be. But this is what I wrote. Jews are 2.4% of the population, but 35% of the Forbes 400. African Americans are 13.6% of the population, but only 0.5% of the Forbes 400. Instead of listening to the wealthiest and most outspoken black man in the media about the issues he has with potentially racist and stultifying Jews in the industry, which is what going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people translates to in Ebonics, he is completely excoriated. 92% of U.S. Jews identify as white. Israel is known to suffer from intense racial discrimination against its Arab, Mizrahi, and Ethiopian communities. To destroy the life of a black man who says he's going to speak up about the oppression African Americans face from white capitalist owners is insanely racist and problematic. I wish Abraham Joshua Heschel was alive today to deal with this. What I think he would do is meet with Kanye and allow him to air his grievances and acknowledge the problematic power imbalance between Jews and African Americans in media and American society. He would encourage Jews and their allies to take what Kanye says to heart and to see this as a renewed call to anti-racism in all of our society, to support African Americans in their quest to have a seat at the table, and for Jewish people to help African Americans get there. Remember, Jewish Americans have an average net worth of $150,890, and African Americans have an average net worth of $24,000. Beating on Kanye for talking about that only reveals your racism. Have a nice day.
I know a lot of y'all not about to like that video. Again, I'm not even gonna react to it. Let's just say he said some things that I didn't even know. Like most Jewish people don't even identify as Jewish, but identify as what? He said everything I needed him to say. Until next time, peace.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.